Engaging Littles, and today I'm excited to chat with you all about our calendar routine and my kindergarten calendar binder. So I have always loved calendar time. It was one of my favorite things when I was in the classroom. And I just think it's great for kids because it becomes part of your daily routine. We know kids thrive on routine, and it's very familiar and predictable. It can be very engaging with all of the songs and movement. And there's a lot of valuable skills that they're learning during calendar time, like counting, concepts about time, sequencing, all kinds of things. So what I went ahead and did for this year, since I'm gonna be doing a homeschool time with both of my girls, I have a 3-year-old and then also a 5-year-old who's going into kindergarten, I wanted to kick off our homeschool block each day with calendar time. And so to kind of do that, I thought, you know what? I would love to have some type of binder and some type of format that we can easily follow each day. Again, to get that predictability in, to have that routine down, and then we can tie in the fun songs and everything that goes with it. Now, I will say this binder is really geared for pre-K, kindergarten, really kindergarten age students. You could totally use it in the classroom, or you could use it at home with your kiddos like I am going to do. But again, I'm gonna be using it with both of my girls because we're just gonna have one calendar time together. I think it's great for young preschoolers to do a type of calendar time. But if I was doing it with just like an age 3 preschooler, I would look at probably more of a linear calendar, which is like a number line calendar. So if you have like a young preschooler, try checking out and typing in, searching linear calendars and see if that's a better fit for you. If not, this would totally work, the whole outline and routine. And again, my Zoe, who is 3, will be doing it with us. But I just want to give you a heads up that this is really geared for pre-K and kindergarten aged kiddos. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to give you a little look at how I set this up and really talk through it for you. So calendar time is meant to be very quick. It's meant to be done daily, and it's meant to be predictable. So for my girls, what I wanted though is this is going to start our homeschool block. So I'm gonna say, okay girls, it's time to start homeschool today. And I'm gonna say, go ahead and get out your calendar binders. When they take out their binders here, and here I have a little zip pouch, it's gonna have some Play-Doh, markers, and maybe some mini erasers as counters. But the first thing you're gonna see in their calendar binder here is a page that has their name practice, and I'm calling it morning chat. There's a couple different options in this resource, but basically every day they're going to practice their name, and then they're gonna have some type of task. This first page is meant for them to do independently. So they're gonna get out their calendar binders, they're gonna sit down, they're gonna practice their name. In the resource, I do share different ways for name practice. So maybe if you have a little one who's only working on name recognition, so you might do some matching, maybe just the first letter in their name, or maybe they're ready to write. So anyways, they'll do name practice, and then they'll do whatever is down here on the bottom. So for this one, it says, today I feel, and they might make with Play-Doh how they feel. And I call this morning chat because then once I'm kind of ready, this gives me a minute to kind of get set for the day. I'll walk over and I'll say, all right, girls, we're getting ready to start our calendar time. So how are you feeling today? And we can kind of talk with each other and build that conversation. So after we do that, I'm gonna say, okay, it's time to start calendar. When we go ahead and start calendar, I always like to start with the months of the year song. So I did include this chart here. It says the 12 months of the year and the 7 days of the week. And when we sing our song, you can use a familiar song that you already know for the 12 months of the year, or you can pull out your iPad and pick your favorite YouTube song. I do give some examples as well. Get those littles up and moving, or they can point. And so we might go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December, 12 months in a year. And so after we go ahead and sing the months of the year song, I'm gonna say, okay, let's take a look at our calendar today. Can you tell me what month it is? The month is August. Can you say that? August. Very nice. August starts with A. Can you trace the letter A? And then at this point in time, they can go ahead and trace. So all the months of the year are included. If your little one is ready, they can trace. And if they're not, like Zoe, she can just kind of follow along. At that time, I can then ask them to find it on this chart if I would like. And then once we're done here tracing our month, I can say, okay, girls, now it's time to find out what day of the week it is. And so then we have our days of the week here, and we're gonna sing our days of the week song, right? So you can say, there are 7 days Days in a week, days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's the week. So again, you'll sing your days of the week song. You can do a familiar YouTube one and they can watch it and they can dance to it. You can get them up and moving, or you can give them a pointer and they can point here to the days if they're ready to do that, and you can read it with them. So after we sing the days of the week song, we'll come back down here to our calendar here. And again, this will be out in front of my girls, and then I'll probably use our little one here. This is just a little Melissa and Doug calendar. You don't have to use something like this. You could just stick with the binder, or you could use one of those poster calendars. This is just one we've had for a few months now that we like using, so then I would kind of come up here and talk about it. So now, with the days of the week, I'm gonna say, okay girls, it's time for us to find out what day it is. Today is August 5th. So I might show them on a card. I'll say August 5th. 5. When we go on our calendar, we are going to look for the number 5. So we are going to count until we get to the number 5. Go ahead and start here, and then we'll count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicely done. I like the way you counted. And then together we'll go up, up, up the road to see what day it is. Today's the day that starts with W. Wednesday's what it is. And so then we know today is Wednesday. So after my girls do that and we figure out that today is Wednesday, I might have them repeat the full date with me. So I might say, today is, and they would say, today is Wednesday, Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. And I'll say, great. Okay, go ahead and trace your days up to August 5th. And then they can trace the numbers here through. Again, if they're ready to trace, have them trace. If they're not, you can just go on. And Zoe, who's 3, she might just be listening and following with us. That's totally okay. You can always ease into it. So after they do that, if your little one's ready, you can talk about, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So we can talk about today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. And we're going to get in that conversation. I did include, if you have kindergartners and you're doing this in the classroom, a sheet you could fill in here. I don't know if you can see that on there. But basically it does say today is, and then they can write the date and the digital date, and yesterday and tomorrow. So now we have done months of the year, and we have also done days of the week, and we filled out our calendar. So next up, it's time to chat about the weather. So I might sing a little song, and I'm going to say, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it rainy? Is it sunny? What's the weather like today? What's the weather like today? And then you can have your little one go look, and then they can go ahead and trace it here. So I included 2 sheets, and for the outlines I did shapes. So this one has squares, so they might go ahead and outline the square. It's sunny, and then we can all say today is sunny. And then after they go ahead and tell you the weather, we can talk about the seasons. And the same thing, I did shapes as the outline so that they could trace it, and you have a chance to talk about that shape name too. So once we go through all of those calendar pieces, the next thing I like to add into calendar time is a quick math skill practice. So this resource is super cool because I added in a ton of really simple, anytime math mats. They're all black and white, so you just print them out. And I did print though too, just so you know. Let me show you here. I did include also color sheets, so if you're interested in those, you could do color sorting. Or you could just talk about and read the color words or trace them. And then I did shapes. So we also have 2D shapes. There's another sheet that has about 12 shapes on it. And then we also did 3D shapes as well. And then it gets into those really basic math mats. So for example, maybe you're gonna work on patterning that day. So I suggest just picking one of the math mats. You can maybe go with one of your math focus, whatever you're currently working on. There's a whole bunch in here. And then you can do that quickly. So if we're working on patterning together, we can pull out our mini erasers, and it says I can make a pattern, and I can have the girls make a pattern. So again, just basic math skills. We have counting mats, 10 frames, even a measurement mat, a grab and count build mat, I don't know, all kinds of things that cover a lot of the kindergarten Common Core standards. So after that, again, 5-10 minutes max, we will be done with calendar time and we'll be ready to move into the next portion of our homeschool block. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy seeing this. This calendar binder is just a 1-inch binder. You could even use a 1/2-inch one. And then inside here, I have a zipper pouch. I put Play-Doh, erasers, and a dry erase marker. And then all of the pages are just in sheet protectors. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoy seeing our video. Bye, guys.